When I was playing in Los Angeles a few years ago, I remember a jazz saxophonist telling me that rockabilly was too simple. It usually only had 3 chords. And then he listened to more of it and he agreed with me that yes, it has 3 chords, but the feel and the groove of how you play those 3 chords is not nearly as simple as it may seem. Rockabilly comes from a time in which music had a big swing feel, which was necessary for the dancers who wished to dance to the bop. Rockabilly has a hillbilly approach to playing swing, and that's what gives it its own special rhythm. We're going to try this in the key of E over standard 12-bar blues changes. I'm going to play a sample of that up to speed, and then I'm going to break it down a lot slower so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, let me show you the chords I'm using in that last example. I'm using the first position E chord, the first position A chord, and the first position B 7th chord. The way I'm playing it is I'm starting with the E chord, and I'm going to play the open E note first, the low E string. I'm going to follow that with the high E string, and then on my B string, I'm going to use my pinky and I'm going to play the 2nd fret, which makes the chord an E6th, this note here. Then I'm going to take on the G string, I'm going to actually take my index finger off and play that string open and then return it back to the 1st fret on the G string. Then I'm going to play the B string and G string, then the open E string, and then back to that 2nd fret on the B string with my pinky finger. So that E chord played together slowly sounds like this. Now for the A chord, I'm going to take the same approach. I'm going to start with the open A string. Well, I'm going to actually use my ring finger, and on my high E string, I'm going to hit the 3rd fret, which is making that a 7th. And then hit the string open, the open high E string. And then starting with the D string and G string, playing those one in a row. Then back up to the 3rd fret on the high E string with my ring finger, and then play it open. So played together, that's going to sound like this. Then I'm going to do the E pattern that I did earlier all over again. Then when I go to the B chord, the B 7th chord, I'm going to start with the low B string, making the chord, then hit the high E string, the B string, then with my pinky finger, I'm going to cup on the high E string, 3rd fret, then the string with the chord I'm making on the 2nd fret, then I'm going to play that E string open, then back up to the 2nd fret, making my chord. So played together, that goes like this. So let me play the whole pattern slowly for you, along with a click track.